Kami na nagsasabi.
Ano ba?
Hot peppers. So why I came here is this was a recommendation by Doug. I asked about that last restaurant that I was at the other day, about 2 days ago, and Doug was like, no, I don't remember recommending that one. So this is the one he did recommend. I never got around here. So I came up, I got a bunch of okra, nasi rice, a beef dish, which I'm not quite sure. Oh wow. But, wow, they got really good spices here. And I think that's what Doug was actually saying, is this is one of the best spots for. Oh man. That is some of the best spices I've tasted. But I think everything was like with a bottle of water. 16 ringgit, which can be a little on the high side. I got a pretty good portion. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4 items. That's including the rice. So I wanted to get out and get something to eat, and this was the spot that Doug recommended. So thank you, Doug. Great spot. Today, it's just going to be another day where I just accumulate a bunch of days together. That's just how it's going to be for the rest of this month until I can get over to Indonesia and start riding again. And then, but each day I do want to update because it's supposed to still be a daily vlog and stuff like that. So you guys just stick with me while I'm still waiting on my C1. There seems to, you know, that was 5 working days, but that's not including weekends and stuff like that. So, plus, who knows, it might take a little longer, but yeah. So it's just going to be the slow season, you might say. So anyway, oh wow, yeah, that's really good. This is probably the best seasoning I've tasted. So I'll leave the name of the place down below for all you visual learners. There we go. Hey, morning everyone. It's October 25th and I'm heading down to the store to pick up some patches, some the countries that I've cycled through: Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and now this upcoming Indonesia. I found a place down the way that actually sells the patches. I was able to pick up my Singapore one, which I didn't buy when I went to Singapore because it was too expensive. Over here it's only like 5 ringgit, so like $1.25 or something, $1.20. So I'm going to pick the patches up. I've been transferring everything over to my new bicycle, and I've noticed that on the new bicycle what they actually had listed. Here's Chinatown, by the way, guys. These are all the shops here. Pretty well all just junk shops. They all sell the same type of goods to the tourist, and nothing of interest to me. Anyway, yeah, I've been transferring and just basically getting my new bicycle up and running. And I noticed some specs difference from what was actually listed on what was being sold. Like it being a 17-inch frame, which is 18 is ideal. I noticed on the bicycle, I didn't see it before, it was 15.5. Which if you Google 15.5 size frame, it's good for people between this, which is a small frame, between the height of 5 even and 5.5. So it's a little small on me, but riding it around yesterday doesn't feel small. I don't know if it's the 29-inch wheels going from a 26 to 29, but overall it feels comfortable. So I'm not complaining. It was a nice ride, and yeah, it's just, I'm gonna touch it up with some spray paint, hobo it up, but honestly, it's more to just, as a safety precaution, it'll help. Looking too new might be a little tempting to actually steal. So, you know, in Indonesia or anywhere for that matter. So, it being all flat black with American Hobo, like scribbled on the side, someone might look at it and go, nah, it's just a cheap bicycle. Yeah. So these are the days of just waiting on the C1 to come in, and yeah, today's just gonna spray paint my bicycle, get it up and running, and really just a boring day, guys. I know you guys probably seen me in the past come to here. It's the Castore Walk. This was down the street from my last hostel. This is where I found the person, the little shop on the inside. You have a lot of these markets that are on the outside, but you also have, right here is like an indoors. So if it starts raining or anything, you can go indoors. So I have actually recorded this a little in the past, but I'll do a quick walkthrough for the ones that haven't. It's a very nice little area of shops and stuff. Nicely done, nicely set up. Like I said, it can get a little wet, even though there is a cover above. The rain can sneak in sideways, so. But like I said, it is more in line with touristy type of stuff. Nothing really practical. Nothing super practical like what I need, but they do have the patches on the inside. So I'll take you inside next here. If I can find a door, here's a door over here. So Central Market, guys, for that don't know. And here's the patches I was looking for. If you guys ever need your countries, they got them all right here. I'll come back. I'll do a quick walkthrough so you guys can kind of see what it's like in here. Like I said, it's really geared a lot towards the tourist. So if you want to pick up a souvenir for someone, you know, this is a good spot to actually come. Or if you just want to get out of the heat, come in. Like there's a nice food court upstairs. which I guess we could head up real quick and I'll show you the food court. So there's really only 2 levels to this. So it's not like you're gonna get so lost in here. It's actually pretty simple. The prices are not really that bad on the food, as you can see. Normal price 13 ringgit, so I mean that's not super outrageous, but you can actually, this little spot in here is where I've eaten before, and they have decent prices. I think it was right here. Yeah, it was. So 11 ringgit, 11 ringgit, 11 ringgit. Everything's about 12 ringgit. So I don't want to make an all-day thing, but yeah, drop by. This is Central Market's pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna go get those patches. There you go. I got all 5 of the countries, the 4 I've been through, and Indonesia being the next one. So Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, and Malaysia, and the final one, or not the final one, but the next one, Indonesia. So these are going on my bicycle because I want to leave the other ones on my old American Hobo 2 bicycle because I'm gifting it to Irish for all the help that he's helped me find a bicycle that's better quality. Picked me up, took me over to pick it up, brought it back. He's been a real friend ever since I came back to KL, and you know, it's a true blessing to actually meet meet Irish and just have his friendship while I'm here. So I'm gifting the bicycle to him, and I figured I couldn't take the patches off. I was like, I can get new patches, you know, and so he's going to be the proud new owner of the American Hobo 2 bicycle. And I think he'll accept bids soon. All right. So I know I was just showing you a touristy market, and I figured I would actually show you a practical market if you're around this area. Right now I'm actually at the bus station, more or less. And you got the shops that are actually around the bus station here, which is your standard shoes, clothing, telephones. But the one right behind me is the Maiden Market. Maiden's like what they call a hypermarket, which would be like almost like a Walmart, like a super Walmart. But if you need anything, it's like 4 stories. So let me show you guys right here. Maiden. 4 stories of basically everything you need. I'll do a quick walkthrough. I was here yesterday. And they practically have everything you need. All the way up, guys and gals. So if you need clippers for your hair, and they have good prices too. Sorry I had to step away from the music a little, turn it off. But you got luggage, you got phones. I mean, literally got everything. There's phones, luggage, snack items, and yeah, let's go upstairs. I'll show you around. Lots of perfume. Still on the first level here. So clothing on the second. You got some decent prices, 40 ringgits for a nice shirt. And shorts. Looking at these the other day, and good price actually. At 10 and 13 ringgit. So swimming front. I was thinking about doing those for boxers. Yeah, so I was in here the other day, and actually I saw a tent that they had for like a two-person tent for like 50 ringgit, which let me see if I can do this without you hitting a copyright strike. But here's the prices on the tents. 52 ringgit, that's all you really need is a two-person. That's enough room to sleep diagonal with your bags on the side. But 52, and it's very lightweight. So, but if you want, very lightweight. So, if you guys want to travel Malaysia and find a cheap tent to do it, even the four-person, I don't know, and the six-person. The most expensive is six-person at 92 ringgit. But honestly, you're not going to find a cheaper price anywhere else. I would do the two-person. I've slept in two-person tents before. So if you wanted to do basically the same trip that I did, come in here, grab one of those two people's tents for a little over 10 bucks, you know, and strap it to the back of your bike. I'm very tempted to do the same just because tents are so easy to actually set up compared to hammocks, but it's just more weight. So yeah, it's a nice store, very nice, got hardware. I came in for spray paint, but for some weird reason they didn't have black. So I had to go to Mr. DIY and pick it up there. And I'll take you up to the last floor here. 1, 2, 3 floors total. This is your more essential items like shampoos, soaps, toothpaste, bathroom stuff, and snack items on this side. So practically, this store is like back home. It's like a Walmart, honestly. Decent prices, lots of stuff, all your shopping in one spot. So practically, come here. If you want to just do the trinkets and souvenirs for your families, go to the Central Market. Although you could probably find plenty here too. All right, guys, that's it. That's my recommendation. Nothing. Also, this is all located in the same spot. So if you want to know where this bus stop is, and the actual restaurant that I got recommended by Doug yesterday, you can see is actually right there. So that's the sign. You just kind of go around this corner and up to the second level, and you're there. Also, this park is the one that I kind of walked through the other day with all the beautiful lights. It's probably a lot better during the nighttime. Over this way is the Explorer Hostel. So it's not that far of a walk, and my hostel is right off into this direction over here. So yeah, you got a nice little lit up park at night, and a very good restaurant, practical shopping right there, and yeah, and very close to the Manor Hostel. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Same place. I had some good food. So yeah, guys, so there's my recommendation. Like I said, if you're in the location, it's very central. The Manor is a very well-priced central location. So I'm hungry. And And there you go, all stripped down and ready to gift. I stripped the last little part off the bicycle, which is the back fender. It was got the holes already in it and stuff. I'm going to be putting this on my bicycle. But yeah, this is all ready to be gifted over to Erish. And like I said, it's not a bad bicycle. I'm leaving the back rack on for him because I don't have. I had a different type of clamp up. I changed out the pedals because these are the clip-in pedals. Like I said, my bicycle was modified a little. Also, it's not the same one that's in the specs. Like it's a 15.5 frame and not a 17. My new bicycle, I'm leaving the patches on because that's what I went and got the other patches on for. This at least keeps it a little American Hobo for Erish, you know, as a souvenir for being a brother. And there you guys go. I mean, it got me through half of Malaysia. That's about it. And before it started giving me problems, but yeah, it's got the new bottom bracket. It's got the new flywheel in back, Shimano flywheel. So it's you know, it's not a bad bicycle at all. I just wanted something a little more reliable for Indonesia because I don't know really. You know, this is going to be a new experiment for me, going from a cheaper bicycle to the next step up. Not really an expensive one, but it, you know, it still falls, but the better parts on it. So, but I don't know how long that's gonna, you know, how much problems that's actually gonna cause me having hydraulic brakes and stuff like this. When the things do start going bad and wrong and start breaking down, how much of a headache is that going to be? You know, is there going to be anybody that really knows how to repair these parts, or is it going to be all, you know, as someone suggested, you know, make sure you grab some pads before you leave because you probably won't find them. And yeah, that's a good possibility. So I still need to pick up a 29-inch tire tube for my bicycle because it's not tubeless. I have a patch kit, and then other than that, yeah, some brake pads, and I should be fine, you know, put this on my bicycle. And like, hey, yeah, transferring over stuff from my old one to my new one. It is. So it really looks like I only needed to put 2 zip ties on either side, 2 on this side and 2 on that side. I don't need to use this hole, which was to secure it, because I had to feed it up and over. You see the frame underneath right here? So I had to feed it over that because otherwise this just came way too close to the wheel. So that at least pins it in there. So that required me to only need to actually pin it in this in one location. So yeah, that's not going anywhere at all. Doesn't matter how many bumps I hit, and that'll stop the dirt from flinging up too much on me. Although I'll get, because of the 29-inch wheels, I will get some, you know, vertical spray, but that should be fine. And the one on front looks like it fits really good. Actually, I had to jerry rig it a little because this is the only nut, the only bolt I had. So, and it doesn't go all the way through like the other one. So it has a dead stop on the inside. So I had to use the bolt. Let me get this out of the way. I had to actually use the bolt. I'm not sure how. Right here. Cinch this down until it, you know, until it bottomed out, and then actually screw down the actual nut itself to hold this in place. But yeah, it's good. We got some mud flaps, and all that's really left is to spray paint it, make it look a little crappier. Less chance of getting it stolen if it's crappier, like I said. But honestly, just hobo it up. So that's the next step. And yeah, all the parts I want are off my old bike, and they're on the new one. Looking like it's ready almost to go. Yeah, it's pretty well. Just needs the bags on them now. Before I actually paint this bicycle black, I just wanted to kind of go over the specs and make sure that everything that was listed here is the actual right bike. And what I was saying was that this bicycle was listed as a 17-inch frame, and it's actually right here. You can see it's only a 15.5-inch frame. So 15.5 is actually good for. Come on. 15.5 is good for people between the height of 5 and 5'5", so 5 foot 5 inches and 5 foot even. Where I'm 5'9", usually an 18-inch is actually the ideal, but it was listed as a 17, and I noticed out here on the specs is that they actually listed 15.5/17, and which later got marked down just as 17. This bicycle comes in those two sizes, so it's not, there's not a range for this. It just, they had the wrong one written down. So this is actually a 15.5, but since I'm coming from a 26-inch tire, I think I said this earlier, I don't notice the difference. Actually, it feels like it sits up higher and it feels like a larger bicycle. And I'm not actually looking over the handlebars and down at the front tire. And that's one of the telltale signs is if you're rocking something way too small on you. So this bicycle fits just fine. Rides very good. I'm very happy with it. The only thing else I can actually see that he changed was these used to be, these were marked down as Shimano brakes, but they're the Tektro hydraulic brakes. And like I said, maybe that's one of the things that he switched out along with the pedals, which I went back to flat pedals because I don't wear clip-on shoes. But if that's the reason, then that might be the reason why that this, if you notice, there is almost no room between the hydraulic brake and these spokes here. So hopefully that won't give me a knocking problem in the future or anything like that. If I start to get a little bit of a warped tire or something, it could start banging on that. So hopefully it doesn't give me any problems here in the future. But like I said, it's nice to have a higher quality bicycle. And I just want to point that out before I actually start spray painting it black and getting rid of all the markings on it. So yeah, it's an awesome bike, and I'm very happy with it. The trip around the block I went yesterday. So that's the last look of it, all prettied up and brand new. And there you go. The new bike is all ghettoed up. American Hobo 3. Ain't she a beaut? Well, unfortunately, I could not find my mic, which I'm wearing right here. So I have it on right now. I'm testing the volume. What happened was earlier on when you saw me loading up my clothes into the laundry, I forgot to take it off my shirt and I threw it in the washing machine, and now and I was like, where's my mic? I'm like, where's my mic? I'm like, oh no, I hope I didn't actually have it in the laundry on my shirt. So I mean, I was looking everywhere. I went in and looked in the washing machine, and sure enough, the magnetic back had it stuck to the side. So that means, you know, it's been underwater and everything like that. So I have no idea how this audio is going to turn out. But anyway, this is where I'm going to say peace out, y'all, because I don't know if this thing works and if it has to be replaced. I'm going to check right now. And yeah, and I have enough to throw together for a video. I'll stick this at the end. It'll be the yeah, it'll be the bloopers kinda, but not very funny bloopers. Not if I had to buy another one. Alright guys, peace out, and yeah, this is 2 days tonight together, so that's not bad. Alright, good night, y'all.